today's coaching call. I'm not going to do much of the talking today. I did have a little bit prepared for you guys just about talking about taking risk inside of our businesses. The majority of our call today will be with Kirsten Kay. KK, I'm so excited. She's going to teach us about YouTube and all the things. And was binge watching her channel yesterday. So adorable. I absolutely love it. So if you guys have questions, make sure you write them in the chat so we can get to those at the end. Okay. So, and this is being recorded. I don't know if it tells you guys that, but I'm super excited everyone was able to make it. Let me make sure that I'm able to mute everyone. Okay. All right. So listen, I just wanted to talk a little bit before I let Kirsten take the floor about taking a risk. Okay. Mainly because I have been stalking some pages here. You guys know that I love you guys, but I've been stalking some pages, and I just wanted to talk about taking risk in the sense that, like, not being afraid to speak what's on our mind, not being afraid to run our business how we want to run our business, and not being afraid to, like, just stand out of the crowd, right? So I've had a couple conversations this week about, not feeling like you're being authentic to yourself, which we've talked about that before, but I feel like it's a lot of like a mindset thing when we don't want to take that risk and step out of that little comfort zone and actually just say what we want to say, be who we want to be, right? And so we look at other people's businesses and how they run their business, and it's scary to think, oh, well, I don't think the same way they do, and I am more like this, or maybe I'm less put together, maybe I'm a messy fun kind of person, and they're aesthetically pleasing and all the things, right? But I want to tell you that when you step out of that little comfort zone and you start being your true self, and you start talking about the things that you agree with and your mindset on things, like, your people are going to come and they're going to love you for exactly who you are. And it's going to, one, build your confidence up, and it's going to just feel authentic to you in your business, to where it doesn't feel like a chore every single day, right? For example, today I had posted a reel about how I don't think that you have to post 3, 5, 10 times a day on your social media in order to, grow your social media, in order to make sales, in order to build a business, where a lot of social media coaches think that that's the way to do it, right? Like, you have to be omnipresent. Like, we've talked about that before, right? And I just truly feel like if you could make one piece of quality content talking directly to a specific person, one piece, like, that's it, and focus on actually building relationships behind the scenes versus throwing all of this content out there just because you're told, hey, I have to post 3, 5, 10 times a day because I'm told that's what you have to do, right? But the moment I posted that, like, I had so many people jump in my inbox and was like, oh my gosh, like, that's exactly how I feel too. I feel burnt out. I'm doing all the things that everyone's claiming that we need to do, right? So that's when I say, like, take a risk, jump out of that comfort zone, and, like, actually start talking about how you actually feel in your business, in your industry, and it's just going to feel like 1,000 times better. So that's all I'm going to say, because I want to leave plenty of time for Kirsten and teaching us about YouTube. I'm super, super excited about it. For those who don't know, me and Kirsten have been friends for a very long time. We have had quite a journey together, and I'm so glad that we're on this journey together now as we build these businesses, branding ourselves, and just being just incredible women. In my opinion, like, we just been through so much. So I'm just so glad. I'm just gonna let her take the floor and introduce herself to everyone. Kirsten, are you able to unmute? I don't know if I muted you and you can't unmute. Let me see. All right, here we go. I can unmute you. There we go. No, I can't. I don't know how. Hold on. How come I can't unmute you?
Am I unmuted?
There we go. Yay. Okay. You figured it out.
Something like that.
Welcome. I really appreciate you doing this for us.
Duh. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be a part of this. And Jessica, first off, I'm so proud of you. This is incredible. Like you said, we have been through so much together, and to see us where we are now, like, pat on the back.
Yes.
But first, I want to introduce myself. So I'm Kirsten. I go by Kirsten Kay. That's my middle name. I have been in the network marketing space, online space for almost 4 years now. I was working with another company, and now I have transitioned and branched into working for myself, making my own content that I want to post. And actually, Jessica, what you said, I'm going to dive into later. So it's going to kind of relate to that. So Jessica already told you guys how we know each other. So I want to start with, I wrote down some notes. Okay, so if you're not taking notes, take some notes, because I took notes. So first is a question that was actually asked that I can start with, is how can you start basically without having all the fancy cameras, without having all the fancy equipment, the lighting, the editing programs, and all the things? Because if you Google or look on TikTok even for how to start a YouTube channel or how to be successful on YouTube, they're going to say, go get this camera, go get this camera mount, go get this lighting. You don't need any of it. Now, that stuff is great. It's amazing once you're going and you think you should probably progress and get, better lighting or a better camera to have better quality. But I'm just going to keep it real. You can do everything on your phone. You can literally do everything with your phone. I don't care what phone you have. It has a camera. You can do it. Okay. So my YouTube videos right now, I have 2 different channels. I have one on my own, like a main channel that does not have any content yet because your girl is working behind the scenes to get it all together. Okay. But the main one I'm working on right now is my joint one with my cousin. And we're literally best friends. And we were like, we should make a YouTube channel because we're funny. Like, people would love this. And that's kind of our niche, just like cousins who are best friends who just do anything and everything together. So our YouTube channel started with that. And we literally have a car mount in both of our cars that we got from Five Below. They're like $4.50 or $4 or $5. Five Below. We put our phone on there and we press record. That's how we make all of our YouTube videos. And then when it comes to editing, you don't need to have what are like the fancy editing, like the Final Cut Pro and stuff like that. That's great, but you got to pay for that. I don't want to pay for editing. So what do I use? I use CapCut. And I wanted to use my computer so I could show y'all. But on CapCut, all you have to do is just put the videos on CapCut. Actually, let me backtrack for a second. So when you record a video and you'll go back through on your phone. If you go into your gallery, you can select the video and splice it on your phone, or you can do it on CapCut. I choose not to. So I'll make like little tiny short snippets throughout the video, and then I'll go on to CapCut. I'll add the little snippets, piece them together, add an intro and an outro that I found on Canva and edited myself for free. You really don't need to pay for anything. For free. Put it all together, publish to YouTube. It's that simple. It's that easy. So that's how we do our YouTube videos. So I have a couple of tips really quick. So again, take some notes. I have some tips. So number one, I'm sure Jessica has gone over many of these because it's the same kind of deal for all platforms. So number one, you want to think of your niche, your target audience. Who are you talking to? Who's going to watch your videos? Who are you trying to get engagement from? Who are your people? Think about that. Brainstorm. Again, I'm sure Jessica has gone over this many times because I know she loves a good niche. And then next tip is start thinking about content ideas. So before Caitlin, who's my cousin, and I started our YouTube channel, we had our niche of like, okay, we're cousins, we're best friends, we do random stuff, we go to church, we get coffee every single day together, we do vlogs. So we had our niche, we knew who we were talking to, right? So our content list was like, okay, so this is who we are. This is who we want to reach. Now, what kind of specific videos do we want to make? So we decided, to do vlogs, or to do like a this or that video, do the challenges, do I don't know, who's most likely to videos. You can find tons of things on ChatGPT, which is, I abuse that thing so much. Even TikTok, if you look up certain ideas within your niche, you can find so many, like there's so many resources there. Next tip is to not worry so much about the algorithm. I have heard so many things on every single platform about working with the algorithm, making sure, like she said, you're posting 5, 10, 15 times a day. You're posting at certain times of the day, setting alarms, make sure you're getting your posts in. Don't worry about it. Make a schedule that works for you, whether you work full time or this is your hobby turned full time. If you have like a couple hours in the crevices of your day, just post whenever you can post. The main thing is just to be consistent. So for our YouTube channel, we decided to do one every single Sunday. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes we have to do a Saturday or we have to do a Monday, but we're still making at least one post a week. So anyone who watches our videos, you're like, okay, well, they didn't post today, but I'm getting one this week. Or it's Saturday, they haven't posted, I'm getting one tomorrow. Be consistent and just have some kind of schedule for yourself, but don't go too crazy. Don't be setting alarms. Don't tell yourself, oh, it's 4 o'clock and I've been busy and I've not made a post today. Okay, it's fine. Make a post. Don't stress about it, because anyone who's following you is gonna see your content and they're gonna be waiting for your content. They probably have your notifications turned on. They're gonna know when you post. They're gonna know when you post. So the next thing would be how to shoot your videos. So number one, you want to make sure you have good lighting. So if it's during the day, open up a window, sit in front of a window. Natural lighting is free. I'm all about the free 99. It's free, it's there, and it's beautiful. It's better than any other lighting that I could find. Most of our videos are inside of our car, or her car, or my car. If we're in mine, I have a sunroof. Open it up. Natural lighting right there. If it's nighttime, which I would advise against unless you do have nice lighting. I mean, even like a flashlight, I don't know, finagle it somehow, but I would recommend during the day, use the sunlight to your advantage. Okay, with the cameras, again, use your phone. If you have a nice camera, great, use it. The quality is amazing on a camera, but the quality is just as good on the phone that you already have. So there's no need to go out and buy, a $500-$600 camera if you literally have one that's just as good, if not better, in your hand. Also, a big one that I've noticed is canceling out your distractions. So if you're recording a video and like I had to turn y'all because I noticed I was getting distracted. I have my TV going in the background. I have my fan going in the background. My dog is all over the place. Like, just try to limit the distractions, but at the same time, there's some level of making it real and keeping it real. So if you're a mom and you have your toddlers running in the background, bring it up. Be like, y'all, mom life, got kids, y'all got kids, make it relatable. That goes for any platform, but YouTube too. But mainly try to limit the distractions. But if that's your niche, that's your niche. I'm a dog mom. If Roman jumps into the frame, there's Roman. Y'all are going to see my dog. Next one would be editing. I kind of went over that a little bit. Using CapCut is the main thing that I use. So splice up your videos on your phone, or you can go straight from CapCut, load them all up on there. And there's actually a cool way that I learned on your phone. So if you use CapCut on your computer and not your phone, which I would recommend, but you can use your phone as well. There is like what's it called? A QR code. Okay, QR code. You can scan on your phone and it'll pull up like a website kind of thing on your phone. And you can just select your videos from your gallery and upload it and it'll go straight to your computer. I just figured that out. So little tip there. But for the intro and the outro, you guys know when y'all watch YouTube, they always have like this aesthetically pleasing like intro video with the music, and at the end they have another video with like thanks for watching, like subscribe. I literally searched on Canva YouTube intro video. I replaced the picture with our picture together, changed the names, added a song. There was our intro. Did the same thing, YouTube outro video. Slapped our stuff on it, personalized it, saved it. There's our outro. Canva has so many things. Just search, play around with it. Again, it's free. I think there's an option to pay for it. I don't pay for it. We do free 99 around here, all free. So next one is marketing your channel. So that's a huge one because unlike other platforms, not everyone is using YouTube the same way or like as religiously, or they're checking it for notifications all the time. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to have notifications on. There's no stories or anything. So when it comes to marketing for your YouTube, you really need to take advantage of every other platform. So what I do when we make a post, I will first make a thumbnail. So again, I go on Canva and I'll gather 4 screenshots from our video, put them together, add the title. There's your picture to post. So I'll go on Facebook and Instagram, post the same picture with the like a little caption about like, just like uploaded this video. This is what it's about. Go check it out. Links in the bio. Boom, there's Instagram, Facebook marketing done. Then I'll go on to my Instagram stories, which you should have them connected to your Facebook stories. I'll just share my post on Instagram and say, check the caption. I'll add the link as like a little sticker so they can click on it easier than just going to the link in the bio. Click the link, then it's in your Instagram stories and your Facebook stories. So there's 4 ways people can see your YouTube channel right there. Then what I'll do, since I went ahead and made the snippets to put on CapCut for the video, I'll go through those snippets and I'll find maybe something funny or something like my cousin made a funny face or I said something and it has a cutoff, like some kind of intriguing part of our video. I'll take those snippets, push them together, add a trending song, and put it on TikTok. And then at the end of that, maybe a couple hours later, I'll kind of let that marinate. Is that the correct word? I'll let it kind of sit there and get some traction. Then later on, I'll take that same TikTok, make it a reel. There's another post on Facebook and Instagram. Now, in between, I would probably post something else just to kind of break it up so it's not the same subject back to back. But there you've hit TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You've hit both stories in Facebook and Instagram, and you've hit a reel on Facebook and Instagram. So anyone who follows you anywhere is going to see that, oh, they have a YouTube channel. Oh, let me click this. Put it in the link in your bio, put it in a sticker in your stories. Like that's the best way I think it is to market it, because on every single platform, you're going to have different people following you. So the same person who follows you on Facebook may not follow you on TikTok, vice versa. Instagram may not follow you on Facebook. So you want to hit everything so that you're hitting every single person that follows you. And the last thing is how to monetize. So how to make money. On YouTube, similar to other platforms, they have like creator programs. So I think there's about 4 different like levels you can reach. So depending on how many subscribers you have, and how many videos, how many views, they have different requirements. So if you guys know on Facebook, when you have your reels, if you're invited into their reel bonus program, then there's a way they can put ads on your reels. You can get money for your views. You can have ads on your lives. Like there's many different ways. So on YouTube, it's the same. So when you go into your YouTube, you go behind the scenes to your settings and it'll say monetization on like the left hand side, and you can literally watch and track. Basically just make a little green dude go all the way over, and when that goes all the way over, you've hit the requirement, you can start making money on there. Mainly it's for ads. When you're watching a video and you're like, skip all ads, skip the ads, that's how they're making money, is by those ads. But that's the best way to monetize your YouTube, as well as, again, other platforms you guys know with brand deals. If a company reaches out to you, or if you reach out to a company, you can do like a paid promotion on it on your YouTube channel. If someone like another company were to offer a product just for you to mention it on your channel as you continue to grow your following and the people who are watching you. So That's all I got. That's all my tips. That's all my tricks. Uh-oh, you're muted.
There we go. Okay, that's what I said. I was like, I gotta try to unmute myself. I'm over here taking notes as you're talking. You hit a lot of the questions that I had, so I love that. Love, love, love. So first question, I'm just gonna hit you with some questions. Don't get
Sure.
scared though. Okay. I did a call with Maria at Pensight last night, and every time I'm done and I'm just dripping sweat because I never know what she's gonna ask me, but she's always good to me. So I wanted to hit you with some questions, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, what made you decide to start YouTube channel?
Oh, okay. So
Of all the ways to monetize, like what was like, oh, YouTube, let's go do it.
So starting YouTube actually wasn't for the money in the beginning. It was so let me backtrack. So when I was a part of the network marketing company, I was on fire, I was lit up, I was excited, but then I got burnt out real quick. It was not what I was passionate about. It's not what I wanted to talk about. It was not me at all. So back in the day, I actually started a YouTube channel. I got made fun of in school for it, so I deleted it. I said, we're not doing it. I'm embarrassed. And then I watched all of these people who were my age making videos, and now seeing where they are, I'm like, that could have been me. That should have been me, but I was embarrassed and I held back. I should have left those videos up and let them make fun of me. So now, since being in network marketing, and obviously I'm a lot more comfortable making videos and being online and showing my face, I just said, you know what, I already do TikTok. I might as well do YouTube. And I talk a lot, obviously. So it's a way to do kind of longer form videos and still have people's attention because they know what they're getting into when they get on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I love that. I love that. So I was going to ask you because I know like this is always a question. How did you build that confidence to get comfortable in front of the camera?
Ooh, I don't think anyone's gonna like this answer. I don't think anyone's
I already know the answer. I just want you to say it.
practice. You just gotta do it. You got
Yes.
to be comfortable being uncomfortable. My first live was awful. My first story when I was talking to the camera was awful. But after you do it and you keep doing it and you stay consistent, then it just comes natural. But
Yeah.
you got to be uncomfortable at first.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. So, you talked about how you hit a lot of different platforms. Are you trying to be monetized on all the different platforms, or is your main focus YouTube?
Oh, everywhere.
Everywhere?
Goal is multiple streams of income, touching every single one. Even like Facebook, they pay you for the reels. TikTok, doing the brand deals. So just touching them at least a little bit every day.
I love
Yeah.
that. How do you get engagement? Like what's your plan of action when it comes to trying to get engagement? Because I know like some of the platforms, specifically probably Facebook, they mostly pay for engagement, where you're getting paid the bonus for the reels and stuff like that. Like when you're thinking about, okay, I need them to react to what I'm posting, like what is your thought process or what is your strategy when it comes to that?
Looked into that because when we posted our first video, I didn't really know anything about like how to get people to get their eyes on it, traction, engagement, anything. And when you look at like the monetization requirements for YouTube, they mainly base it off of views and subscribers. So the engagement is great. It'll boost, like the algorithm and all that stuff. But just trying to get people to like the video, to subscribe is really good, and then just watch the video fully. So whenever I make a post on Instagram or Facebook, like to market the video, I'll say make sure to like it, make sure to subscribe. Like if you're not subscribed, go do it. You're gonna miss out if you don't. Like create the FOMO, because the engagement in the comments and stuff, I feel like will come as you grow, but it's about growing the subscribers first to me.
I like that. I like that. There was another question off of that I was gonna say, but I don't even. Oh, I loved how you talked about like being consistent, but also like doing what works for you. I absolutely love that. I am a full believer in that as well, because I think that when we are constantly looking for the perfect plan or strategy for how to post and what to post and how many times and all of that, we end up creating just this checklist that we feel like we just have to hurry up and do every single day, and we end up not giving good quality content out there. So I absolutely love that. So you only post one video a week on your YouTube, and then you
Mhm.
just kind of break that up and put it on your stories and your other platforms. What, like throughout the week, or is that like
So
kind of?
the initial posting, like to market it, will happen all on the same day, like right after the YouTube video is posted. However, decided once a week just because like she has a full-time job, she's a student in college and stuff, so it worked best for us. But on a personal level, like my main channel will be in my head as it is right now scheduled 2 times a week. So in total it'll be 3 videos a week, but just broken up channels.
How will you, because we have a lot of students inside of our community that are Cambria's got 6 kids, they have jobs, they have lives, they do all. How do you manage to balance? And now you're going to throw in another channel. How do you manage to balance all that?
To me, it's just about making sure what you're posting is what you love. It's all about your passion, because I feel like if you love what you're doing and you love sharing and the topic you're talking about, you won't necessarily feel the burnout. But also, top tip, film everything. Like you don't have to post everything at one time. You don't have to make your video immediately the same day you record things. Post everything. If you go for a walk, or I mean, film everything. You go for a walk, record your walk. Like just a little snippet. Take like 7 to 10 seconds. Just a little film. If you're going out to dinner, film yourself in the car. Put your phone up and just talk to the camera for a little bit. Tell them how your day is going. Like just find pieces where you could pop out your phone for just like a minute. Record really quickly. And then if you have that consistency of, okay, well, I'd like to make a video, or I have time on Saturday night to put a video together and post it. Okay, so get your snippets together throughout the week, leave them in your camera roll. And then when it comes to Saturday night, when you have like 2 hours free, you already have them, you put them all together and you're good.
Love that. I love that. I do love that. Just making it fit inside of your day. That's a really great way to think about it. When it comes to your, like, what's the overall goal? Is just creating a brand for yourself? Maybe is it getting brand deals, or is it like you're going to eventually have an offer for your audience? Like, what is the overall goal for yourself?
So this is fun because I don't think I've told you this or anybody. Actually I don't know, it may have been conversation. But my ultimate goal has kind of shifted a little bit, because I'm a Christian, so I've gone back to church. I've started, getting back into my faith, and I've started posting more about it. And so you can say I found my niche. I found my passion. So as I'm doing that, it gets exciting again. I'm like, oh, I like posting this. Let me post this. This is a good idea. So the overall goal would be I really, really, really want to open up some kind of online and storefront boutique ish. I don't really like the word boutique, but maybe like a boutique situation. Faith based dog moms. So the point of doing like, the YouTube, the TikTok, all of the things is to build the brand, build the following, have the support, the community, but also just having fun. And then when that vision comes to life, then I'll have a platform with people who already love what I'm talking about to market whatever I have for them.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Just creating that brand and letting people know who you are. And then, you know, you'll have just that audience. So when you do decide to do this or that, like they'll be right there. And I love that. Absolutely love that. Building that trust with them. So let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Has there been a time when you've been doing this that you're like, I don't want to do this anymore? Like that, when do you have those moments? Because I feel like in every business we have those moments, right? Where we're just like, nope, this isn't for me. It's not working how I want. Like, do you have those times? And if you do, like, what do you do to get yourself through it?
Yeah, I've for sure had those moments now. I mean, even in the past with network marketing, I just want to throw in the towel. But definitely recently, just life has been lifing. And I felt that a lot. But how I kind of bring myself back to it is making it less about me and more about the people that I'm giving content to. And it's like sometimes the things that I post, like I look at the DMs that I get and they're like, "You're so inspirational. I love your content. I look forward to your posts." And like I go back and reread those and I'm like, I'm posting this for her. I'm posting this for him. Like it could be one person who DM'd you or one person who loved a post instead of just liking it. And it's like you're making that content for them. So when you take the focus off of yourself, I feel like that gives you more motivation to be like, okay, this has nothing to do with me. This isn't about me. This is about y'all. So I need to show up for y'all. This isn't for me. That helps.
I love that. So just remembering what the mission and the overall goal is, I absolutely love that. I said something very similar last night. It's just, like I just feel like I am that voice for some people, and I feel like if I give up, like there's so many people watching, if I give up on my dream and goal, not even just my kids in my home are watching me, but there's so many people out there that are like, she doesn't give up, then I know I can do this, So that's always helped me. And I know that a lot of our students are the same way. It maybe, you see other people and their stories online, whether they're truthful or whether they're not, and they talk about how they started and now all of a sudden they're successful and it happened overnight. And it sometimes can make you feel like, you're not worthy, you're never going to get there. And so I know that we have those days where we're just like, I'm going to throw in the towel. So if you could give one piece of advice to the community, like what would it be as far as like if they have those days?
Um, One piece of advice would probably, it sounds so cliche, but don't give up. Like you started for a reason. You had this passion and this vision for your life for a reason. Like don't, let's say this way, let the bad day be a bad day.
Mhm.
That's it. Allow yourself to have that bad day, feel your feelings, but then leave in the past. Let it go. Start a new day. It's not worth throwing away everything you're working hard for, your vision, your dreams, because of one day. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So I have another question. It's specifically about YouTube or even any of the platforms that you're using. Do you have a specific like SEO or trending like strategy when it comes to hashtags or SEO or anything like that you like take in consideration when you're making your content or posting your content, like keywords, anything like that? Do you think about that when you do that?
Um,
In your
I
posts?
I do to an extent, kind of just based off of what piece of content am I posting, what is the general topic, and like the title of it. So, like for example, our videos are vlogs. We're cousins, we're best friends, we live in Georgia. Like I'll just think of just things that kind of describe the video a little bit, and I'll use those. I think they're called like tagline keywords or something like that on YouTube. And then as far as hashtags, I don't use hashtags. I don't think you use hashtags on YouTube. If you do, I don't know about that. But on other platforms with the hashtags, like if I post something Bible related, then I'll do like hashtag Christian, hashtag godly. Like I'll go based off of the topic. I don't do so much. Like again, I don't follow the algorithm, all that mumbo jumbo. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I love that. I love that too. I feel like it's constantly changing. So if your strategy is just focusing on the current, whatever it is going on right now, then that could literally be all of your business all the time. Like you're just focusing on that instead of giving the actual value. So I love that. I love that you said that. Let's see here. There was another question I had too. If you guys have any questions and you want to like unmute and ask, I'm sure Kirsten Kay would love that. Or you can drop them in the comments as well. I love this. I have like a whole thing of notes here, and
Yeah.
you touched a lot of the questions, even going through what you wrote down. So I love it. You came so prepared. So do you, obviously we do digital products over here. Most of us are doing digital products. Some of us are stepping into wanting to build more of a bigger brand. That's why we wanted to have you on, so that we could venture out into YouTube. Some of us have wanted to do like faceless YouTube channels. What is your thought on faceless YouTube channels?
I have never obviously done that myself, but I've seen a lot of like TikToks about it. I've watched YouTube videos about them. I've done my research because when it comes to making money and then it's supporting your brand a little bit, like I saw the one you did, and it's kind of it supports your brand, but it's not like, it's obviously not your face, so it's not this brand, but it's like this brand, you know what I mean? So I've never done it, but I think there's a lot of money to be had in that kind of sense. There's a lot of followers to gain from there, because I know for me, when I'm cleaning my room or I'm doing something, maybe on my TV, I'll put on like the rain sounds, or I'll put on like the smooth jazz music with the fireplace crackles or something. And someone just randomly posted that, and they have millions and millions, because people like me just want the background noise. So I think that's great. I love that.
I love it too. And what I really like the most about the faceless, though, is that I feel like it gives us an opportunity, especially those who are new. Like, obviously, we've been in the game for some time on social media, but for those who are brand new that don't have that confidence built up yet, it kind of gives them like a little bit of a way to build confidence without having to show up at a certain level, and really get out of that comfort zone, kind of just tiptoeing in. I've been doing a lot of research on that. I'm going to come out with a guide for the community here soon. But yeah, I love that. I love and for me, it just kind of put into perspective, because we were trained the same way. We had the same mentors. So we were trained with, we have to be our business. We have to be the brand. We have to show up, and we have to like, just when someone opens up a platform, we got to be right there. So it meant that we had to spend a lot of time on social media, on our phones, computers, etc. And to know like there are actually people out there that are making income, having followers, growing businesses, not doing that was kind of like shifted my perspective a little bit to focusing more on quality versus quantity. And I love that. I don't know if that's how I absolutely want to build a business, though. It's like fun to kind of do, but I
Yeah.
still, I still love being the face of my business, but it's definitely another stream of income that I think is the big possibility there.
Mhm.
Um, Now, when you're on, last question, when you're thinking about your content on YouTube, are you thinking more like evergreen stuff, or it's just strictly vlogging, or are you gonna like, is there like more that you're gonna add aside from just lifestyle?
So, for our joint account, the one that we're doing right now, when we initially started, we said strictly vlogs, because that's kind of how we got the idea. Like when we would do like stupid, silly stuff, we'd be like, man, we should really be vlogging right now. Or like we'd be recording around Walmart being like, hey, vlog, like just kidding. We would delete the videos, but we would do that all the time. But now we've both kind of like started transitioning in our lives. And we've talked about this like recently, like the other day, how we want to start posting different things. So I think our most recent video was like a get to know us. And it was still similar to our vlog style. Like we had it in the car, we were still in our same usual location, but we were talking more, we were having conversation more, kind of like creating the shift to open the door to be like, oh, there's more to them than just driving around singing music and acting crazy. They talk about this, they talk about real stuff. So I see a shift happening. We haven't quite decided what it will be, but it would definitely be more than vlogs.
I love that. So, just a fun question.
Hmm.
Is there a certain YouTube account, channel, I guess you call it a channel, that you kind of like look up to, or like that you are like, I would love to collaborate with them one day, or I want to kind of have their channel, or have did you know what I'm saying? Is there like a
Yeah.
specific channel that you like are obsessed with, that you binge watch or anything like that?
So, growing up, it was a lot of like the makeup gurus, you know, the ones who did the get ready with me's, the morning routines and stuff. I binge watched all of them. But now, again, with like this transition, I've gone into like watching more faith-based women. So like the women who will do like Bible studies, or they'll show maybe a sermon, or they'll talk about like real life things and relate it back to Jesus and stuff. So it kind of goes back to like your niche and finding things that you really love. But yeah, those, I don't know the names. I have to look through my subscription list. I've subscribed to so many, but
I love that though. I love that you are getting ideas. That's we do the same thing. You know, it's basically like just the world of the digital space. Like there's so much in common, but yet there's so many different ventures that you can do. And I just love it. So I love that you said that. That's just great. I love it. I love it. There was one more question. I lied and told you that there was going to be another question, but then I forgot what that question was. I swear I write my notes down, but then I forget. Hold on. Let me go back through my notes right quick and see here. Um, that wasn't it. Nope. 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 Oh, okay. This was what it was. Okay, I had to think about it for a second. So when you're doing your vlogging, I saw in your videos, like you guys actually like vlog when you actually go inside of places and stores and in public and stuff like that. It is that not like nerve wracking? Like, is that not like, you know what I'm saying? Like to me, I would be like, I get like I have to tell my husband like I'm just to do a coaching call. You got to go downstairs. Like I can't even do it in my own house. So I can't imagine actually doing like that in actual public. Like, how do you do that? Like, what does your mindset have to be in order
so
to do something like that?
that's funny. So, um, when we're together, we both kind of have like this personality of I don't care. And it's like we feed off of each other. So if I'm with her, I don't mind whipping up my phone and being like, hey, y'all, let's talk. Like, we're in here, because she's beside me. Now, if it's just me by myself, I probably could, like, I have before, like, recorded things around and like shown what I'm doing. But as far as speaking to the camera outside in public, we're working on it. But again, that goes back to the being uncomfortable. So I have
Mhm.
to practice it more, because you're not going to get good at it if you don't do it. So I got to do it.
I love that. I love that. And just getting uncomfortable because at the end of the day, you know what your goal is in your business and you have to be comfortable with that, right? And I love that. I absolutely love that. I don't think anyone has any questions for us. But I love it. I really appreciate you jumping on here. It wasn't so bad, right? Like, I loved all the tips and I wrote them all down so I can make sure that I share them with everyone. It just, I never thought of YouTube. Like, when I think of YouTube, I just always thought like, I don't know, DIYs and like, just, I don't know. But vlogging, when I watched your content, I was just like, I absolutely love this. It's so fun and just refreshing. And I would have never thought about, creating a channel like that. So, Kimberly has a question. She wants to know if you do shorts on YouTube as well.
So I've actually been that, because I don't as of now. However, that's another way to, what's the word, repurpose your content. So if you have TikToks that you've turned into reels on Facebook and Instagram, then in that same time you can put it as a short on YouTube. I've not done that yet, just because I haven't like looked into it enough to know like how to post it, how to like add the hashtags and stuff, and how they work. But I definitely know that you can just repurpose your TikToks and stuff and just put them as shorts.
I love it. I love it. I've dabbled in shorts a little bit too. The most thing I know about shorts is that my kids play them constantly. It's like their TikTok,
Yeah.
like they're on YouTube all the time watching it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and I just wouldn't even know where to begin over there either, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe if I dove, like you said, dove deeper into it and actually understood it, like I will repurpose my content over there. But I think it's only like 60 seconds over there. When you post a short, I don't think it's very long. I believe it's only 60 seconds. And most of my content is long form content. It's always over a minute, if not 2 minutes to 3 minutes is typically what I have. So that kind of makes it challenging on YouTube. And it's very limited too on like caption, or not captions, yeah, but like the captions that you put inside of like you know the I get their captions, but not like the captions of like talk. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's limited there. So, but yeah, I love that. Do you are you on Pinterest? Do you put stuff on Pinterest too, or no?
I'm looking into Pinterest because I have seen a lot of TikToks and a lot of YouTube videos actually about people using the creator program on Pinterest. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly I would post there, kind of if I would stick to pictures or add videos or do like both or whatever. But definitely, because I feel like that's a very untapped source and not a lot of people know that you
Oh
can make
yeah.
Pinterest. They just think like, oh, I need wedding inspo or birthday party inspo. I'll go on Pinterest and look for ideas. Like people make real good money on Pinterest.
Mhm. Yeah, we've started venturing into Pinterest too, and it's a very untapped, and it's great for people who want to be more faceless too. I really think that. So I love Pinterest. It's really good. I don't. I think that's all the questions that we have. But yeah, I really appreciate you jumping on with me. I'm excited to see where your YouTube channel is going to go and how you just build this business that you've been talking about for a while. I feel just on like a personal level that you are in a space now where you just genuinely are happy. I can see it in your content. Like I said, we've been friends for such a long time. We've been
Yeah.
in this place for a long time, and it just feels refreshing when you are actually like doing something that you love, and I love it. I love seeing, and I absolutely just loved watching the videos because I can just see just the happy version of you. So I love that. I love that you found your passion. Do you think that your passion is like the key to being successful in the digital space?
100%. 100%. Because I feel like if you're not doing something you're passionate about, you're going to get burnt out, you're going to give up, and then you're going to end up doing something that you don't want to do, or you're going to stay at the job that you don't want to stay at because you threw in the towel. So passion is 100% like make or break for it.
Love it. Yep, I agree too. See, this is why we have been friends for so long. We have so much of the same mindset. So I
Oh my.
absolutely love that. Well, well, I appreciate you jumping on. Our entire community appreciates you so much for teaching us. And I expect to see some YouTube channels popping up here shortly. I did
Yeah.
go ahead and drop her milkshake here, which has all of the different things that she does on there. So you guys can go check out her channel. Do you know when your channel is going to be up and running?
I don't.
Any estimated?
I
No,
don't know.
that's okay. We'll just keep stalking.
Yeah, it'll be everywhere.
Yeah, we'll just keep stalking. And I think what is your handles for? Is your handles the same thing at the Kirsten Kay on all of your social
Yep.
medias?
Yep.
Perfect. So you guys can go follow her over there, watch her journey. Um, and I'm excited. I'm definitely excited to see your own channel too and see more of Roman. I love him. He's so handsome. But yeah, I again thank you so much for hopping on with us. I hope everyone took some notes and learned some things. And we will see you guys. I will see you guys next week. And that's all I got for you guys. So bye y'all.
Bye.